Hey guys, today I'll be doing my first deck profile. It's a branded Predaplant deck. Okay, so to start, I'm running one copy of Albion the Ashen Dragon. This card is really good because it's basically an upstart goblin on legs. And I'm also using branded in high spirits instead of branded opening, so you can show this off with branded in high spirits to search for uh, Spriggan's kit or another starter. Running one Aliber, just one off because I have one, so might as well run it. It's the one I pulled in the other video. Like I don't have any branded openings or anything, so I'm just running this as a one-off in case I draw it, but it does not matter. But yeah, like if I draw it, I draw it. If I don't. Like this deck is for locals basically. I don't have any YCS aspirations, so at the end of the day, this is just for fun. I'm running one, two, three copies of Spriggan's Kit. This is a really nice starter. You can search any branded spell with this. Usually it's branded fusion. Really nice. Now one, two, three copies of Albas. Again, because I'm running branded in high spirits, I need to have a target in hand to send off something from the extra deck so I can search for one of the starters. So yeah, if I have this in hand, it works as a target. I can also use this, like I can normal summon this and pitch something and use the super poly effect it has. It's pretty nice, like going second. I'm running one Stay Sailor Romarine. This is the plant part of the deck. Okay, so Stay Sailor Romarine allows me to dump some plants from the deck into the graveyard when it's sent to the graveyard. And this is the thing I'll be sending with Branded Fusion together with Albaz. So I'll be able to send another extender into the graveyard to get more graveyard effects rolling. One um, Predaplant Repsilon Hydra. It's a pseudo kaiju. You can, if you dump this into the graveyard and you manage to put a predator counter into an opponent monster, you can tribute it to special summon it into your side of the field. Like, it's pretty nice. I'll be running one off of Predaplant Triantis. This allows you to use your pendulum scales as fusion material, and when this is sent to the graveyard or the extra deck, it allows you to put one predator counter into a monster on either side of the field. This is very versatile. I'm running two copies of Predaplant Bufolicula. This allows you to fusion summon without using a fusion spell, and when this is sent to the graveyard or the face up in the extra deck, it allows you to pick any face up monster from your extra deck into your hand. Could be this, could be another Triantis. Usually, like the better combo is to have those two as pendulum scales, and you can fuse those two off to get the ball rolling with those graveyard effects. Well, not graveyard, the face up extra deck. Two copies of Predaplant Orphe Scorpio. This is basically another starter. You can use this, you can pitch a card and special summon any Predaplant for your deck. Usually you'll be special summoning Predaplant Darling Tunia Cobra, so you can search off for a fusion spell like Super Poly, Branded Fusion, uh, Blyplis. Yeah, two copies of Blyplisp. Usually you'll be sending this off with the effect of Stay Sailor Marine, so you can you pitch this into the graveyard, and then you can search for any Predaplant, Predap, more like you can search for any Predap cards from your deck into your hand. So you can search for the spells, traps, monsters, anything. It's a really strong card. Oh, and if you have a monster with predator counters in the field, you can special summon this from the graveyards into the field. So you can also get more materials. Uh, yeah, 3 copies of Predaplant Drumisome Do. This is polymerization on legs. This is really nice. Like you can special summon this and fusion it off with something on your hands and get the ball rolling. Very nice. 1 copy of the Arlingtonia Cobra that you'll be special summoning using the effect of Earth Scorpio to search for fusions, spells. Now for the hand traps, I'm having 1, 2, 3 Tribe Great Courier. Because when this shit is banished, shit. Because when this is banished, you get a free search to anything with Fallen of Albaz in its name, and this also works as a hand trap when you have a Albaz fusion on the field. Pretty fucking nice. And by hand trap, I mean it blocks monster effects. Uh, Triash, very versatile hand trap. Probably will be forever strong unless it gets banned. Um, 3 branded in high spirits. This is our branded opening on a budget. You basically you review a card from your hand, and then you review a card from your extra deck that has the same type. Like say I have a dragon, I review a dragon. The dragon has to have two 2500 attack or defense, and then you dump into the graveyard and you can search for anything with Fallen of Albaz in the card text. It's very nice, but also not as strong as branded opening, sadly. But this is a budget deck, so this is what we're running. There's no plant targets, by the way, so you will need to have a dragon in hand for this deck. uh, 3 branded fusion, obviously, to get the fusions going off. 1 branded loss, very versatile card. Instant fusion, because we have a really nice instant fusion target in our extra deck. Called by the Grave, stop hand traps. Uh, Predaplanting, one off you can search off with Blightblast if you need. It adds predator counters onto the field if you need that. One one branded punishment. One branded banishment. Oh, I'm running 2 banishments. Yeah, pretty good. Not as good if it's a mirror match, but still pretty good card. Now for the extra deck. Now for the extra deck, I'm running 1 Starving Venom Predapower Fusion Dragon, 1 Predaplant Dragostapelia, 2 actually. I'm running 2 Dragostapelia. I'm running 1 base Starving Venom. I'm running 2 Predaplant Ambumiolides. This card is insane. This card takes 2 Predaplant monsters and Basically, you can search anything Pradap from your deck into your hand, and it also allows you to. And if your opponent has a monster with Predaplant, Preda, if your opponent has a monster with Predator counters, you can tribute it and special summon any Predaplant from your deck to your side of the field. So it's also a kind of a kaiju. It's very good removal. Super poly target. I don't have super polys yet. They're still yet to arrive, but I'll be running super polys in this deck once they arrive. You can also use Albaz for that. Uh, 2 Albion. Those are usually just extenders, or you can dump those to get a free search. Uh, one brigand, same thing. You can also use this if you have a kit in hand with your uh, branded in high spirits to get a surge of your kit and get something else. uh, Sprint, I have this for the same reason as brigands, but also this could have niche uses. Like every now and then, maybe you need to uh, blow up some back row before you could side. Uh, Tulubellion, also again extenders. Usually, you would either want to summon this off your branded or have on off your branded fusion, or maybe summon your Albion and then summon this using the Albion effect, banishing itself. And 2 Mirror Jade. This is your bread and butter. This is your boss monster. Really strong. Uh, Quick effects to banish anything off the field. You can get a search by dumping as cost one of your Albaz fusion. One of your Albaz fusions like Albion. Really, really good card. Now for the extra deck, I'm just running like at the moment. I'm just running filler stuff. Yeah, while my other cards don't arrive. So for the side deck, I'm running 3 Veiler. I'm running 3 Ogre. I'm running 1 Breaded Sword. I'm running 1 Even Goes Match. I'm running 3 Dark Ruler No More because I don't have Forbidden Droplet. Obviously, because that card is way too expensive. I'm running 1 Waking the Dragons in case my opponent is like back row removal heavy. I'm running 1 Pancratops, monster removal. I'm running 1 Predaprime fusion that I'll swap for a Super Poly once it arrives. And I'm running 1 Twin Twisters, which I'll add more once my other Twin Twisters also arrive from the mail. So that's it. That's my first deck profile. I'm still kind of new at the physical game. I've played Yu-Gi-Oh mostly using simulators or video games, so I'm still kind of new, like playing it physically. So if you have any pointers or maybe any comments you wanna make about this deck, maybe any suggestions, I'm open to it. Have a nice day.